All right. We're going to use the same numbers from yesterday just so that we keep things easy. So you had your XY table, and our X was 2, 4, 5, and 6. Because again, there is no rule that says they have to go in an order. And then 8, 14, 17, 20. This is the relationship I'm working with. My goal is going to be to write an equation, and then we're going to graph that equation at the bottom. Yesterday we figured out, I'm going to turn back page. Yesterday we figured out that M was 3 because we did pick 2 coordinates, find how much it's changing each way, and then put the change in Y over the change in X, and we got 3. Everybody good with that? Okay, that's slope. Today we're going to focus on finding the y-intercept. All right, so to find y-intercept, which is b in my equation, y equals mx plus b. Put up here that m equals 3. We already figured that out. So, step 1. Pick one coordinate pair. Pick a coordinate pair from your table. Do you want to use the first, second, third, or fourth? First. Okay. It does not matter. A hint, if there's a 0, pick the one that's got zeros. If you've got fractions versus whole numbers, try to pick the one that has a whole number. It makes things a lot easier. You get to make this as difficult as you want. If you don't like the numbers, pick a different coordinate. So we're going to pick 2 and 8. So x equals 2 and y equals 8. And I've just got that from the table. They told me that. Now we're going to do a little bit of algebra, baby algebra, 6th grade algebra. Step 2. I am going to plug in my m, x, and y into the equation y equals mx plus b. I'm going to plug in m, because I know m, x, and y into this equation. And I'm going to solve for b. So I know that y is 8, so this is going to be 8. X is 2. And m is 3. We did that yesterday. M is 3. My goal is to figure out what b is. So I do 3 times 2, which is 6, plus b equals 8. And I know you already know what b is. What is b? How are you getting that using 6 and 8? Subtracting. So I'm going to minus the 6. This is easy to do with easy numbers, but when you have harder numbers, you got to have the process. So b is 2. So I know that my equation is y equals 3x plus 2. Now let's graph it without looking at the coordinates. This part's easy. I really like this part because I feel like it's just really easy. When you graph in your notebook, it doesn't have to be exact. Just know that. I'm going to kind of hug the bottom. Sure. B is 2. That's my starting point. That's the y-intercept point. So on my y-axis, we got time. On my y-axis, this 2 goes here. So this 2, I graph that on the y-axis. That 2 is right there. Now I know that slope 3, this is rise, we'll get fun with the colors, over run, oh, thank you, rise over run. But it's a whole number. How can I write 3 as a fraction? 3 over 1. So this is going to be rise 3, run 1. Rise 3, run 1. So I'm starting here at 2, and I'm going to go up 2, 3. It's 1, 2, 3. And since this is a positive number, I'm going to turn back a page, don't panic. According to Slope Guy, positive slopes go up to the right. So since this is a positive number, I need it to go up to the right. So I'm going to run 1 to here. Now, because of where my graph is, I don't have the space to go up and over this way. So if I go down 3 from where I'm at, 1, 2, 3, do I run to the right or do I run to the left? Left. I'm going to run left 1. So my dot is here. And in a perfect world, this would make a straight line, but alas. And you can keep doing that. 1, 2, 3, over 1, your next dot. And it would just keep going, up 3 over 1, up 3 over 1, up 3 over 1. So your graph, your line, looks like that. So you can graph straight from the equation without having to do coordinates. Start with your y-intercept, and then just do what the slope says. This is up 3 over 1.